So human beings operate on different levels of consciousness. The ego, the superego, the id. And one could argue and say that there's many more circles to the mind of the human being, such as out on the outside of the circle, there could be another circle right here that just goes all the way around, and it's could signify how the person sees himself. There could be another ring after that, even maybe, and it could be how he perceives that the world perceives him. I'm just doing a couple here circles. I mean, you could push that all into even the ego. But most people operate at the consciousness level of the ego and their superego, their conscience. And if they don't fulfill the needs of the superego, they'll feel bad. Their ego will feel bad. So, excuse me. But you might be wondering, what's that? What's this about? And why is there this, mesh going on right here? Well, if you meditate, you can start seeing your ego from a new perspective. And what is that perspective, that perception, that viewpoint, that vantage point? What is that? Well, it's this. And what kind of happens, and by the way, the superego is mostly unconscious mind, and the id is very unconscious mind. You almost don't even know. It develops when you're 2 or 3 years old, maybe 4. It's your survival instincts. It's what I mostly would say is insects and animals operate on this kind of function right here. They're not, machines. They're self-aware, I'd say, but primarily they're operating at the id, the core values, the root values of survival. But anyway, when you meditate, your consciousness kind of does a meandering point, and your vantage point becomes somewhere else. And this mesh could actually, I would say, even be extended all the way out to here. But for the sake of this, just whatever. But this is a nameless place. And you can get there. It has no name, it has no face, it has no body, it has no eyeballs, it has no personality, it has no ego, it has no desire like an id, it has no wants, it has no jurisdiction maybe, or judgment like a superego, but there is a sense of discernment that's still present. But most people operate from here. It's because the media and everybody and the way the world works, they want you to stay here. They don't want you to go here. They want you to stay here and stay here. But when you're a child, you were here. And it's almost like as you get older, they pull you out of this and they bring you here. So if there's another person, okay, let's get it in focus. All right. there's another person, let's say they're operating here, okay, and this person's operating here, and they're not aware of their own here-ness, they will only be able to see here, but they will be able to see all of this. Or at least much clearer. And it's not to say that this person can't see this, but we all are connected by this, and we all can sort of have glimpses of that, but it's when you really dive within yourself, okay, can you really understand this? And when two people are operating at this level and at this level, or at least are aware of it, both people will be able to bypass that and connect. And they, a pen. Anyway, but yeah, they'll be able to bypass it and connect instantaneously to that point. When both people are operating at here and here, it still, functions. And there are glimpses of here and here, but usually the ego will just go no, because it's not used to it, and they'll both pull back to their ego out of fear to go here, because there's darkness along the way. But often what will happen with the ego is it's a separation. It doesn't actually so much a straight line. That was a bad way to put it. It actually would be more of a dash line, but for the sake of the example, it would probably look something, like I'm here, right? And forget about this. Forget that line. I'm this person, right? I'm this person. Hi. And there's like, oh yeah, similar, interests, or the conversation, or whatever it is, We need to be getting here, is my point. Okay? Because when we get here, it goes... And there might be, moments when we go into these things. But we go, nah. It's, we say that to ourselves. We go, no, it's okay. Okay? Hope this made sense to somebody out there. Let me know what you think of this video. Feel free to like it. Boost my ego. Or dislike it, and I don't care. But if you want to see more videos that are about some weird stuff like this, hit the subscribe button if you feel like it. Thanks a lot.